and we share the truth about life and what we want to hear. Now, today I want us to talk about something that concerns marriage, concerns family, and I want us to discuss it together. Every marriage goes through something, and I want to give you a solution to every problem that most of the marriages go through. Okay, so I have like 12 points here that I want us to talk about and know how to handle this stuff in most marriages. Now, you need to understand that marriage is a good thing, and is it Proverbs 18:22? Look here. It is good for a man to have his own family. The Bible says in I think is it Genesis, I think 18:22, yes, which the Bible talks about, for a man shall leave his own father and mother, and he shall be joined with his wife, and two shall become one. Now, there is a reason why God is talking about marriage setup. Now, marriage setup is something that God ordained. This is an institution that God loved so much. This is an institution that God cares about. Why? Because when marriage is not working, even church cannot stand well. So there is a reason why God adores marriage. Now, in many marriages, there are challenges that most people go through and they don't talk about them. They don't speak about them. They don't share them outside there. But most people go through a lot in most marriages. And tonight, give me this time so that we share something that can help most marriages. Okay? That can help a lot of marriages. Now, before I enter into those things, I want you to understand that the best marriage is that marriage that you are blessed with your parents. Okay, your parents blesses you and allows you to go stay with that man or to stay with that woman. That is a good marriage, and that is the desire of God for us to have the best marriage. Now, every desire of every man is to have a blissful marriage. Nobody prays for a marriage where this is a place where you meet your wife and you start punching each other. This is not a place whereby you is like you are competing. It's not a place of competition. This is a place of building a family, because when you build a family, tomorrow your children will have a family also. So if you don't build a family, don't expect your children to build a family also. So you need to get it right. Look, unlike in the Western world, most of them they don't take these stories of marriage with seriousness and with weight. That's why you see most marriages in the West, you find that you live with the woman like you are in a contract with the woman. You live or you stay with her for a certain period of time, then you divorce. Okay, you go to another one, which is not good. Now, in an African setup, we believe in, if you get married to one wife, you get married to your wife, you stay with that wife till death do you part. And that is what we believe in. So when I get married to Anyango, I need to stay with Anyango till Jesus comes. Okay? So that is how we African we were created, to have a good marriage, to have a blissful marriage. Now you need to understand that in every marriage there is uniqueness in it. In every marriage there is uniqueness in it. But many couples encounter similar challenges over the time. There are challenges that most couples go through, and they are very similar. Okay, and they are very similar, and these challenges do not automatically mean that marriage is unhealthy, because look, these are normal challenges. So you don't need to break your home because of these challenges that you are going through as a couple. Okay, you don't need to break your home uamuke tu na useme ya kwamba I don't need this marriage because of I don't have finances, I don't have this, or this woman is not beautiful. Look here, there are challenges that we go through as couples that we can solve. Number one is communication problem. Now you need to understand that communication is the foundation of a healthy marriage. Communication. If you don't communicate well in that marriage will break. That marriage is in shambles if you don't know, or you don't know the steps of how to communicate to your wife or to communicate to your husband. So problems arise when partners stop expressing themselves honestly and stop listening to each other. When you reach to a moment whereby in that marriage, kila wakati ni kelele tu, you are making noise to each other, you are making noise to your husband, you are making noise to your wife, you are just complaining, arguing over nothing every day. That marriage will never stand. I tell you the truth. If you cannot learn how to communicate well with your wife or to communicate well with your, utapigwa. I'm telling you the truth, utapigwa, you'll be beaten. Okay, I've seen most marriages because of lack of communication. Even the wife goes hungry, unapata wanakaa njaa, watoto wanawachwa njaa because there is no communication in that house. There is like competition. So if you don't compete, if you stop competition in that house and you sit down, you with your partner, and you learn how to talk to each other, you will not solve anything. You get me right? Now, the examples of this complaints and lack of communication, one is when one partner expects the other to do just what they need. Una allow mwenzako tu afanye venye anataka. You allow them, you say, well, do whatever you want to do your worst. So when you reach to points whereby in a marriage, you leave your partner, you do whatever you want. So you live like brothers in that house. You don't communicate. You don't sit down and handle stuff. You find that you will always have problems. I tell you the truth. You will always have problems in that family setup. Now, number two is when argument becomes more common than calm discussion. Okay, so you find that you cannot discuss things. You always argue. Why have you done this? Why have you done? You are arguing over nothing, things that you should not argue on. You find yourself arguing over them. So when you find you are arguing over nothing, it means that your communication in that family is bad. The communication is bad, is wanting. So you need to learn how to solve these things amicably so that you don't reach to a point whereby you break your home because of you don't communicate well. Number two is one person withdraws while the other pushes for a conversation. For example, you are talking to your husband, you tell him, oh, Baba, I want us to sit down and handle this stuff because I find kufika hapa spendy. I don't like it when it reaches this point. Okay, so when one person pushes for a talk or pushes for a conversation, but the other party doesn't want that conversation, you find that there is a problem in that home. There is a problem. There is a conflict in that home. Now, why this happens is that there are different styles. Kuna mwanamke, we have women, let's say they like communicating while screaming. Okay, they will communicate to you because she's bored. She will communicate. They have different style of communication. At a scream too, they will just open mouth. They will talk the way they want. You see, so when they reach to that level where they talk to you the way they want, it means ya kwamba they need to change on their way of communication. Okay, they need to change. So when different communication styles, for example, when a man wants to communicate something, he needs something from the wife and a text. Unapata ya kwamba he needs something from the husband. She writes a note and put it there. Okay, so that the man, when he wakes up, he will read it. That is something that should not happen in a marriage setup. Okay, it should not happen in the marriage setup. Number two, you find that in a communication problem, why this happens is stress, fatigue, and distractions. For example, you find the man has a lot of stress. The whole day amekuwa akifanya kazi, the guy has not rested, things are not working, the guy is trying to look for house rent, the guy is trying to do this. So you find that stress and fatigue na uchovu inaanza kufanya kwamba this guy will not concentrate in this marriage. So you find that because of that stress, amekuja, amechoka, the guy goes straight to the bed to sleep. So he will not find that time to handle stuff. He will not find that time to handle marriage issues. Number two is fear of conflict and rejection. Do you find that this guy anakosa kusolve this story kwa sababu he fears to handle this story kwa sababu it raise that conflict. You find that you argue and you quarrel for nothing because of this stuff. So the guy will step aside, or the lady will step aside and say, hey, I don't want problems in this house. I want peace. So when it reaches to that point, or the woman feels that she's rejected, for example, from the family of the man, or the man is rejected from the family of the lady, you find that they will always have ups and downs in that family. They will always have ups and downs in that family. So how do you improve this? Number one, make sure that you speak calmly and clearly. You make sure that you sit with your wife down or with your husband and you solve it calmly and softly. Talk to your husband nicely. Talk to your wife nicely. In a calm manner. Maybe to mama, the way you are doing this, the way you unaosha hii nguo, the way you are washing this shirt, I don't like it. do this, osha vizuri, okay? The way you are cooking, I don't like the way you cook, okay? So you look on a way on how to handle this stuff softly. Listen without interrupting. Make sure that you allow your partner to talk to you without interrupting. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump into what he's saying or what she's saying, or you have something to say. Yani, in every meeting or in every dialogue, you have something to say. You always have something that you want to talk. Hey, I want to say this, and you are given time to discuss or to talk about this stuff. Then you want to chip in to talk your own things. So don't do that if you want to solve anything in your house. Focus on solving the issue rather than winning the argument. We have men that they always, because they know they are the older in their marriage, so all the time they want to take advantage of that and they win over the argument. If you always win over the argument, you have not solved the issue. That issue will grow up. It will pile up, it will grow up, it will pile up. Then one day, italipuka tu, you will find that you don't have a marriage anymore. Why? Because you didn't solve something in that marriage. And that is something that even me, it happened to me. I used to pile up things in my heart, but I didn't know that this thing was eating me up. It was eating me small. So don't pile up stories in your family. Make sure that you speak them out and speak them amicably. Make sure that you solve it before it reaches to that level whereby now marriage must break. Number two, I want to talk about the financial stress. When I talk about the financial stress, I want to talk about money. Now, you need to understand money is one of the most common sources of marital conflict because it affects nearly every part of life. Because in marriage, for you to run marriage is like running a business. For you to run marriage, you must have finance. You must have money. You cannot stay with somebody's daughter and you don't feed her. You cannot stay with somebody's daughter and you live on a tree. You cannot stay with somebody's daughter and you do what? You wear magunia. You must wear good clothes. You must go for a good hotel. You must take her out. You must do many things. You must please her. You must do things for her, because if you don't have financial muscle, you will not handle marriage well. This is whereby you find most women that when they feel that you as a man you don't have financial muscle, most of them they run to look for those help from others so that they get how to handle their finances. That's why you find that you are in a marriage setup and the lady walks out and look for one man that works somewhere in a bank or somewhere and gets money so that at least she can fill that gap where you as a man, you have failed to fill. That's why you see most marriages are breaking because of what? Because we don't understand, we don't reach to that understanding of knowing that most women, they love money. Most women love money. Most of them, they love money. I'm telling you, most women, they love money. And because most of them, they love money, you find that because of that love of money, if you don't give them that money, they will look for that money. They will go and check for that money. So you must make sure that your family is the financial stress is good. You must make sure that the financial capability in that family is good. I want to give you, for examples of that. Now, you need to know when there is a financial stress in a family, you find that one partner enjoys spending while the other prefers saving. So you find that you yourself, you like saving, unapenda kusave, but the other partner anakuambia juu umepata 10,000, hebu tuende coast, tuende tujivinjari, tuende to enjoy life, let us go and enjoy life, chop life in Mombasa. So you find that you want to save that money, but the other person doesn't want you to save that money. What they want is for you to waste that money or use that money wrongly. And when you use that money wrongly, you find ya kwamba you will not do any project. So you must understand that. Number two, a disagreement about debt or major purchases. You find that you disagree over debt. Kwa nini wewe unachukuanga madeni kila wakati? Angalia venye nyumba yetu, we are in debt. I know families, most families, that they are in debt mpaka wamefungiwa manyumba. Unaelewa, because of debt, because any money that comes in you pay debt. So when you live in a marriage setup whereby you are in a lot of debt, you find that you will not build anything, you will not do anything in that marriage. Why? Because most of the monies that you get, you will be paying debt. Mnatamani kula nyama leo, you cannot eat nyama kwa sababu gani? Because of debt. So you must learn to share the financial muscle or strength that you have with your partner. Number 3 is financial hardship due to unemployment. For example, you find that the man is not working or the woman is not working. So because one of you is not working, you find that there is that thing, you look down on another person because this person is not working. So because they are not working, you look down on them and you see that it's like they are not helping you at all. They are not helping your life. So you will find that there will be a problem in that house. Then now why this happens is when there are different financial background and values. You find that, for example, you've married a woman that comes from a wealthy family or a good family where finance is not a problem. So you marry them and you want to unataka kutesa msichana wenyewe, you want to give them a lot of stress in life. You will find that you will have a hectic moment in life. Why? This girl amezoea kuandikiwa mboch, huyu msichana amezoea maisha soft. Then you want to give her skuma every day. Are you mad? So you must make sure that you as a man, you do something to make sure that this lady stays well, she lives good, she lives correct. Okay, you must be there so that this lady lives well. Okay, so that is financial background. Number 2, lack of budgeting. You cannot live without knowing how to budget. You must budget yourself. You know the strength of your money. You are earning 30,000 or 50,000 per month. You cannot live beyond what you are earning. You cannot live in a house of 20,000 and you know very well you are earning 50,000. So 30,000, how will you finance your expenses? So you must learn how to manage your money well. You need to learn how to budget your money well so that you don't bring stress in your family. You don't bring a lot of problems in your family, because if you don't know how to budget your money, you will always have a problem in your house. You will always have a problem in your marriage. I tell you, you will always have a problem. Somebody shout power. So look, for you to handle this situation very well, you must make sure that, number 3, you communicate about your money. Come and tell your wife, me, I'm earning 20,000 per month. So your wife will always budget with that money. She will not go beyond that money. Okay, she will not go beyond that, because if you're earning 20,000 per month, you will look for a simpler house. You will budget yourself well per month, and you will make sure that you sustain that family well with that money. And if you get a good wife that knows how to budget money, you will find that that month you will never strain in your life. You will find yourself living well. Now, how do you improve this? Number 1, make sure that you create a shared budget. Make sure that you tell her that this is my money this month and this is what we are doing this month. If you are buying a shoe, you know that this month we are buying a shoe. So you will not buy a shoe and go to salon. You will not buy a shoe and buy a cloth. You will not do so. You will buy one thing kulingana na budget yako. So don't strain yourself. Number 2, set financial goals together. Make sure that you have a goal. Okay, financial goals together. This is what we want to achieve in this certain period of time. Okay, make sure that you have financial strength in any goal that you share together. Number 3, be transparent about income. Tell your wife you are earning 20,000. Wacha kumdanganya amani ama ku exaggerate, you are earning 50. You know very well you are earning 20,000. She will be expecting that kind of life of 50,000, and you will not be able to give her that. So you will have pressure. You will have a lot of stress. You will have a lot of struggle with her because of that. So make sure that you are transparent about your income. Number 3, let's talk about trust issues. Trust allows partners to feel emotionally and physically secure with each other. Trust allows you to trust your partner. You emotionally trust her, and you know very well that this person anicheat, anifanyie mabaya. Okay? So it allows you to feel emotionally and physically secure with each other. Once damaged, it often takes time and consistent effort to rebuild. Look here, when you break that trust, no one in that family is at peace. So when you break trust between you and your wife, anytime you break trust between you and your husband, let me tell you, Maina, that thing is gone. Okay, so when you break that, you will find that you will have a lot of time to rebuild that trust again. It will take a lot of time. Let's say you are in a marriage, then one of you cheated on each other. So you find that kila wakati atashinda akikwambianga, you know, what this day you did this to me, or you cheat on me. You will find that you will always have a problem in your family. Okay, now examples, for example, I've talked about it. That is infidelity. When somebody cheats on you, you will find that you will never trust them anymore. You will never trust them. Number two, lying about finances. Unapata ya kwamba kila wakati anakuambiaga mimi I have 10,000, I have 10,000, I have to be how much, I have much. Mimi sinanga do. Every time that man is always broke. Is lying about his finances. Na huko nje akinyii chopping life with 37 fingers. You will find that that marriage will have lots of problem which you will not be able to handle. Number three, you will find that repeatedly breaking promises. Anakuambia oh, unajua next week nitakubaia kitu fulani, next week. Umekuwa Mr. Promise. You are promising everything that you know very well that you will not fulfill. So when you do that, you will bring a lot of problems in your home. The number four is keeping important secrets. For example, you want to know the body counts of your wife or the body counts of your man, and they are always not open to that. You will not trust them. You will never trust them. Kama umelala na watumia, sema tu mimi nimepita na watumia. Mara hiyo hiyo, wacha zoea kwamba wewe ni kadinya, ulikula watumia. Unaelewa? It is not a problem. It is not something that should worry you. Tell them the truth. Mimi nimekulana. Unaelewa? So don't be somebody that keep important secrets. Oh, kama uko na pesa umesave mahali, tell them I've saved a lot of money somewhere, so that that person knows very well ya kwamba you saved a lot of money somewhere. Okay, it will be easier to handle that marriage. Okay, now why this happens? Because of dishonesty. You are not honest to your each other. Unapata kila wakati wewe unakuanga tu na kauongo. You cannot be transparent, you cannot be open. You are always dishonest. Always, you are not even honest even to yourself. So learn to be honest to yourself. Learn to be honest to each other so that that marriage can stand. Okay? Number two, past betrayals, kwa sababu ulipitia machungu. Boyfriend left you, so you think even this one utawachwa tu. So make sure that in every relationship or in any marriage that you are, make sure that you are always open with things that with your past, so that your person will understand you. Usiponiambia nitajuaje, unaelewa, nitajuaje? So make sure that at least you tell me the truth, so that nijue venye nitahandle hii situation, the way I will handle this situation. Another one is unresolved insecurities. Kwa sababu unajua jamaa wako alikuwa na cheat, so every time unakanga tu unajua huyu jamaa mwenye niko naye atani cheat. So you cannot build your marriage because of that, because uko na insecurities mingi. You cannot build your relationship well. Now how do you solve this? Number one, make sure that you are be consistently honest. Make sure that you are transparent to your man, you are transparent to your wife. Be honest, transparently. Make sure that you are transparent to each other all the time. Mwambie tu mama, mimi leo niko broke kama panya. Unaelewa? Then uanze kumdanganya ukijaribu kutafuta mbinu mbadala ya uongo. Number two, accept responsibility for mistakes. If you have done wrong, make sure that you take responsibility that I did wrong. Yes, nimekubali, nimefanya makosa. Please forgive me. And that case itakuwa imeishia hapo. Okay? Number three is demonstrate trustworthy behavior over time. Make sure that you demonstrate trustworthy. Make sure that you build that trust. Okay? Over the time, make sure that you build that trust to each other. Number four, I talk about different expectation. Each person enters marriage with assumption shaped by family. Okay? Unakuwa na ile mentality, naenda kwa marriage because I want to build a home, and you are shaped by family, culture, or personal experience. When expectation differ, disappointment can follow. So you enter marriage because uliona marriage ya beshte yako ulisoma na yeye imeshika imenoga, so you are entering into a marriage setup kwa sababu ya nini? I want my marriage to work like ile ya so and so. Okay, I want my marriage to work like ile ya so and so. So you find that in this marriage, venye unafikiria different ideas about household chores. For example, unakuja, you have different ideas. This is mimi napenda nyumba yangu iwekwe hivi, ifanywe hivi, mambo za nyumba kama ni kuosha, sijui mimi upenda inaitwaje, mimi kama like for example, I met a lady who said ya kwamba mimi nikiolewa siwezi osha let's say vyombo. She cannot wash plates with cold water. lazima chemshe maji ndio afanye nini, aoshe nayo vyombo. Another one said ya kwamba me I don't know how to wash clothes. Okay, I don't know how to wash clothes, and if I wash clothes sijui nitapata pneumonia, so I cannot wash, so lazima niandike mtu wa kazi. Okay, so you find that they have different ideas and opinions about mambo na household chores. Number two, one wants children while the other doesn't. Unapata kwamba you enter into a relationship or with someone anakwambia mimi for now, for the next 7 years I don't want a child. Na kama unajua utanipea mtoto to a channel today, so you find that you want a child, the other one doesn't want, so mnaanza ku conflict, shida kwa hiyo ndoa, shida. You fight for that because the other one wants a child. Kwanza ameenda ameweka netango aje aka implant, omeka implant kwa mwili so that they don't get children. So you find that you go through a lot of stress in that marriage. You go through a lot of problems in that marriage. And when you go through a lot of problems in that marriage cannot stand. The third one is different expectation about careers or family involvement. Unapata kwamba wewe kwa sababu wewe ni lecturer, okay? You want ubebe hivyo katika familia. You want to give your wife a stress. Najua wewe ni professor ama unajua wewe ni engineer. Wewe unajua mimi ni engineer. So unapata ya kwamba in that marriage, so you want your wife to fear you because wewe ni engineer. It cannot work. Now, why this happens is that expectations are often unspoken. So those expectations, you need to handle them. You need to speak about them before you enter marriage. If you want to solve them, make sure that you speak about them before you enter marriage, so that at least kuna mahali utawekwa sawa. Number two is people's goals evolve over time. So you must understand each other that goals zina evolve. This year you must have this kind of goal. Next year you must have a different type of a goal in life. Okay. Now, how do you solve this? Number one, make sure that you discuss your expectations openly. Discuss with each other your expectations. Usikuwe ya kwamba wewe ni mtu mwenye unajiweka tu mambo zako. You must make sure that you share it openly. Number two, revisit plans and circumstances change. Make sure that you revisit any plans that you have with your partner, okay? And any change that you want, make sure that you revisit it and make sure that you solve it. Be willing to compromise no matter what. For example, you are living in one bedroom. Mwambie ya kwamba hey, maisha ni kubaya. Let's go back where to a bed sitter. Why? You compromise for that kwa sababu ya muda. Okay? And make sure that you can bend. You as a wife, you can bend. Don't usikae mtu mwenye you are just stiff at one place. Number 5 is intimacy challenges. Let me take a pause on there so that you get something. When I talk about intimacy, intimacy includes emotional closeness as well as physical affection. Okay, physical affection. It can change over time due to many factors. Now, when we talk about intimacy, most marriages are going through stress because of this. Now, I want to talk to a boy child. Look here. Every woman that you see outside there loves sex. Every woman that you see outside there loves sex. And if you don't give them good sex, they will run away from you. So learn to give your wives good sex. Intimacy includes even the emotional closeness. Look here. When you are closer to your wife, you are closer to your husband. Usifikiria kwamba even wanaume wataki mambo na emotion, they are not emotionally attached. Even them, they want to feel niko napendwa, I'm loved. Okay, don't be like a strange woman. You are just there in that marriage. It's like you are living with your brother, or you are living with your father. You are living with a man who can erect. You are living with a man who have feelings. Okay, you are living with a man who is romantic. You are living with a man who is emotionally okay. The man who can jumpstart you well. So when you have problems, you have challenges in your emotions, you will find that marriage will have problems. I tell you the truth. That marriage will have challenges. Example, different levels of sexual desire. Look here. You find a Kamba lady that loves sex. Huyu msichana anapenda kusuguliwa 4 hours. And you know very well that you are a 2-minute man. You cannot handle the sexual desire of this woman. You will find that when you are continuing with your conjugal rights, you will find that this woman wants it more. She wants round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. And do you know very well, your capacity is 1 round and you are done and you are gone for good. You will find that you will have you will have problems in your marriage, I tell you. Different levels of sexual desire. My friend, you find that this woman or this man, the sexual appetite is too high. So when the sexual appetite is too high, you will find that utakuwa na ugumu na uzito ya kuhandle ndoa. Hi, why am I talking about this? So you find that when the intimacy, the level of conjugal right in this house is too high, I've seen most men, even they sleep outside when wakijua ya kwamba today I'm going to handle mama. The man will decide to go sleep outside kwa sababu he fears the level of sexual desire the wife has or the husband has, because you must reach the limit, and if you cannot reach the limit, that is war zone in that house. I've seen those kind of problems. Number 2, feeling emotionally disconnected. You find that you as a woman, you are emotionally disconnected to that man. Feel anything. I've heard most women say, mimi hata huyu jamaa tunakanga kama brother na sister kwa nyumba. Simfeel, sina. Now, even if it reaches that moment that now they have that sexual intercourse and stuff, you find that the woman will not feel that man. Oh yeah, do your thing, sleep. Hakuna ndoa hapo. That is problem. Number 3, reduced affection because of stress or busy schedule. Unapata ya kwamba, for example, your wife is working throughout the day, anakuja kwa nyumba saa 4, amechoka mibiki. At that time unataka sex, my friend, she will not enjoy. She will not enjoy. So you need to create time for that. She will not enjoy. Or your man amerudi amechoka na saa hizo ndio unataka conjugal, umevaa nguo nyingine na kufanya tu, yani you are very sexy to your man, but even your man is not feeling that sex. Okay, so you must understand that so that you don't bring problems in your house. Why this happening is because of parenting demands. That is 1. Number 2, for example, it happens because of health issues. Number 3 is emotional conflicts. Number 4 is about fatigue, kuchoka tu, umeelewa. So when you have health issues, sometimes these things will not happen. For example, when a man is sick, I'm sick today, or I have stress ya pesa, or nataka sex, I will slap you. You see, I will give you a big slap so that you go back to your way. You cannot ask for sex when I have a lot of pressure, I have a lot of stress, niko mgonjwa, niko na malaria, and that time you want sex. Are you mad? Parenting demands. Okay, now how do you improve this? Number 1, spend intentional time together. Make sure that you create time together with your partner so that you handle these things small. You handle these stuff small, you and your wife. You create time for each other. Number 2, talk openly about needs and concerns. Naambia bibi yako ya kwamba mimi ikifika siku ya Saturday naenda church, no sex on Saturday. Make sure ya kwamba bibi yako anakuambia kwamba siku fulani naenda periods, no sex on this day. So make sure that you openly talk to him and you talk openly about the needs and concerns. Address emotional issues that may affect physical intimacy. Just ask your wife, ni nini hii nakusumbua? Okay, akishakwambia I have a lot of pressure, I have a lot of stress. Oh yeah, don't force her for sex, okay? Don't force her. Number 2 is the parenting disagreements. Bring joy. Children bring joy, but also new responsibility and decisions that may reveal differences in values and approaches. You find ya kwamba every person desires children in life. Kila mtu anatamani watoto. And now when children comes into your life, they come with serious responsibilities. And when they come with responsibilities, you find that like new parents, they go through stress. Kwa sababu hii ni kitu jazoea. Mtoto anahitaji pampers daily, anahitaji manguo, bibi ndio hiyo anataka hii. So you find that you go through a lot of stress because of what? Because of you want to handle this stuff small. So unapata ya kwamba inakupea a lot of challenges. So examples, for example, one parent is stricter than the other. For example, like me I'm always strict. Mimi napenda vitu zifanywe hivi straight. And because I'm straight, you find that my partner anaanza kuwa na uoga ya kwamba this person is always strict sana na maisha. Yani I'm so strict to life. Number 2, disagreements about screen time or education. Unapata bibi yako anashinda kwa simu ama kwa TV most of the time. Unapata ya kwamba so hawezi lea mtoto vizuri. Unaona, so unapata ya kwamba when you treat children ya kwamba wana grow wakiona TV most of the time wako tu kwa TV, masimu na wasomi, it will bring another challenge in the family. Or number 3, unequal sharing of parenting duties. Unapata tu ni mama tu amewachiwa tu watoto, wewe handle homework, handle this, handle that, handle this, handle that. You will find there is a burden that woman will have, and solving that sometimes will bring a lot of problems. How do you solve this stuff? Number 1, discuss parenting decisions privately. Make sure you and your wife, you discuss it. Have a private discussion and solve it. Number 2, present a united front when possible. Make sure that you handle it together. Okay. 3, respect each other's perspectives. Chenye bibi yako anakuambia ama chenye bwana yako anakuambia, listen to each other. Okay, respect each other's perspective. Number 7, work-life balance. Careers and daily responsibility can reduce the time and energy available for the relationship. Unapata bwana anaingia saa 4, bibi anaingia saa 5. So wakati mnaingia saa hizo mnasikia mmechoka, sababu anasikia tu mimi I just want to take shower and sleep. That's it. Mtu amechoka tu kimwangalia anakaa, mara ananyorosha mgongo, amekaa kwa ofisi amechoka. You need to understand them. So you find that for example, vitu kama hizi zina happen because of long work hours. Mtu amefanya kazi from 8 to less than 9 in the night, or frequent travel. Travel sana, amekaa kwa gari, constant work emails at home, kila wakati akotuka lapi job. Or you find that ana feel neglected most of the time. When a woman feels neglected, unamwona tu amechapanga hapo. So why this happens is mambo na career demands, financial pressures, poor time management. How do you improve this? Number 1, schedule quality time together. I've talked about it. Make sure that you create time together, set healthy boundaries around work, share household responsibility fairly. Ukiona bibi yako amekuja amechoka, make sure you help her, cook for her. Okay, help her in cooking and solve the stuff. That is very easy. Influence and extended family relationship with parents, siblings, and other relatives can strengthen or strain marriages. For example, we have those wanaje au vijana wa mama, unapata ya kwamba you are in a relationship with somebody who is baby mama, ama nimeongea kizungu gani? Unatangu aje? Father's boy, mother's boy, kitu kama hiyo. So you find that when you are in problems, when you are in a marriage with those people, you will always go through stress. You find example, in-laws interfering in decisions. Unapata ya kwamba your husband lazima asikize chenye mama yake amesema. Leo hiyo nyumba mkuli, hiyo nyumba mfanyi, hiyo nyumba hakuna. So your in-laws wanna drive your marriage. So they interfere with your decisions. For example, you discuss you want to start a project. The man must go to the mom, to the parent. Oh mom, you know, I was discussing with Flani, we want to do 1 2 3. Then the mzazi aseme, the parent says you will not do it. So when the parent says no, so you will not handle that thing. Okay, you will not handle that thing because your parent has said. So most in-laws, they destroy homes. Most in-laws, and as a mother-in-law, they destroy most homes. Most of them, they destroy homes. Number 2 is conflict holiday traditions. For example, every year, tunaenda Mombasa, tunaenda kujivinjari, we are going to chop life. So when you find that you create that time to go to Mombasa every year, you find that you have that problem, you have that conflict, you and your wife, you strain yourself, or you stress yourself because of that. Then you have conflict because of. Number 3, financial expectation from relatives. Now why this happens is that because there is strong family ties between a man and a woman, or you find that there are cultural expectations, kabila yetu, tamaduni zetu tunafanyanga 1 2 3, lack of agreed upon boundaries. Now how do you solve this? Discuss boundaries as a couple. Mwambie kwamba I don't want to see your mother in my house, I don't want to see your people here. Set boundaries. Watu wenyu wasikujange kwangu all the time, I don't want them. Okay, because when they come here they bring a lot of trouble. Let them stay in their home. Okay, so when you set boundaries, they will not bring problems in your family. Support each other when family conflict arise. When they have a barrier, where they have these conflicts, they have these problems in their home, make sure that you stand together with them and make sure that you support them. Okay, number 3, balance respect for family with the needs of marriage. So make sure that you balance all this stuff. Number 9, life transitions. Major life challenges require couples to adapt together. 1, for example, when you're getting married, there are major life changes, okay? Because this is something that haukuwa unazoea. Number two, moving to a new city, for example, to Ushago, umeletwa town Nairobi, you find that vitu zina change. Number three, having children, nini kitu huko ume expect, and you find yourself carrying children, career changes, maybe change of job, retirement, umerudi Ushago, serious illness, maybe you are sick. So you find that this one will affect your life, okay? Another one, loss of loved ones. For example, you lost your father or your mother. So why this happens, change of creative uncertainty. Number two, new responsibility because of change of work and everything. Emotional stress. How do you solve this? Number one, make sure that you communicate regularly during transitions. Make sure that you communicate to your partner ya kwamba hivi vitu these things are changing, okay? Then be patient with each other. Make sure that you carry each other's burden. Be patient with them. Make decisions as a team. When you are making a decision, make sure that you make a decision with your wife together so that you build that home. Okay. Number 10, stress and mental health. Mental and emotional health can influence how partners communicate, cope, or connect. Mental, emotional health. Make sure that when you are communicating with your partner, you are emotionally okay, and you learn how to cope with them. Okay, you must learn how to cope with them. Then when these things happen, you find that the anxiety affect daily interactions. Maybe you are anxious. Number two, depression, reducing energy and interest. Because of depression, you are going through some stuff. It makes you kama love ilikuwa imekuwa juu, love upoto, you find that love goes down. Okay. Three, chronic stress leading to irritability. Number four is grief. For example, you've lost your father or your mother, unapata you are down, so that thing also can affect your relationship with your wife. Why this happens, personal or work pressures, health conditions, traumatic experience like that of death. How do you solve this? One is encourage honest conversations, because I want to finish at 10. Encourage honest conversations about mental health. Support each other without judgment. Usijudge mwenzako. Number 3, make sure that you seek professional help when needed. Number 11, as I finish, conflict resolution. Disagreement are normal. Lazima mkosane tu, obvious. You must disagree and argue in your house. The challenges is not whether couples argue, but how they handle those arguments. How do you handle those arguments? Mna argue mpaka mnachapana, ama mna argue mpaka mwingine anapaka anaenda. So why this happens? Shouting instead of listening. So when you have a husband that shouts at you, you have a wife that screams at you, you will not solve anything. Number 2, bringing up old mistakes repeatedly. Mulikosana juu ya mambo na sijui ex wako. Mnashinda every time you are bringing ex kwa nyumba, every day you are just talking about ex. Kwani hauna kitu kingine ya muhimu ya kuongea? So another thing is giving the silent treatment. Kwanza hii nilisikiza juzi. There is a family that is going through that silent treatment. Unaonyeshwa yani zile za the man comes, the woman comes, silent treatment. He doesn't want to solve anything. So when you start to see those things, jua ya kwamba kuna kitu kameiva mahali. Refusing to compromise. Unapata ya kwamba the guy refuses to compromise on anything. Ataki. Atakangi. Staki. Okay? So what this happens is mambo na emotional reactions. Number 2, different conflict styles. Number 3, lack of problem solving skills. Kama una solve jinsi ya kusolve problems, you find these things happen. Now, how do you solve this? Stay focused on one issue at a time. Make sure that you tell your wife, I don't like this, one issue at a time. Handle it one by one. Number 2, avoid insult. Usitusi mwenzako. Ukipata mtu mwenye anakutusi, mtu mwenye anakutarau, obvious. Stay away from them. Personal attacks. Unaanza kumtusi sijui nini. It's not good. Look for a solution both partners can accept. The last one is growing apart. So when I talk about growing apart, as people change, couples may feel less connected if they stop investing in the relationship. Wanamke na feel tu mimi nimechoka na hii ndoa, wacha mimi nijiondoe, which is good also. So example, spending little meaningful time together. You don't have time for each other. Number 2, having separate interests with little overlap. Hauna interest, you have separate interest. Feeling more like roommates, munakaa than romantic partners. Munakaanga tu, nobody feels for each other. Uko tu kwa hapo, mashine ilianguka, hii kingine iliwekwa kufuli. There is nothing you are feeling for each other. So why this happens is mambo na busy schedules. You are always busy at work. Number 2, taking the relationship for granted. 3, personal growth that isn't shared. Nataka tu kujijenga. I want to build myself. I want to build myself career. See yourself. How do you solve this? 1, Continue learning about each other. Make sure that you learn each other. Okay, make sure that you learn each other. You learn each other, and you will solve this. Number 2, create shared experience and goals. Number 3, express appreciation. Learn to appreciate. Appreciate. Make sure that you appreciate your partner. Mwambie, hey, umenipikia chakula tamu mama. Umenipikia chakula tamu mamu. Mamu. Appreciate her. Mwambie hata hiyo chakula yake kama iko na chumvi. Thank you mamu. Waka. The last one, make time for fun. This is something that I like. You make sure that you make time for fun as a family, okay? Conversation and affection. Tell your wife, hey, today I like your nyashu. I like your breast. Leo zimesimama. Leo ziko hivi. Make sure that you create a fun moment with your wife so that they feel good. The last one is, many successful marriages experience several of these challenges, sometimes more than once. What often distinguishes resilient marriages is not the absence of problems, but the willingness to work through them together with honesty, respect, flexibility, and mutual commitment. When couples communicate well, adapt to change, and seek help when needed, many challenges become opportunities to deepen trust and strengthen the relationship. So make sure that for you to have a successful marriage, make sure that you are so resilient with your wife or with your partner, and you build a stronger relationship and a stronger marriage, and you will feel like you have reached the moon as a man or as a woman. Okay, now we have reached the end of this program, and if this program has blessed you, this program has touched your life, kindly make sure that you share it with your friends. Make sure that you like it, make sure that you comment, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you hit that notification bell that any moment I post a new video, you will be the first person to be notified on this channel. So guys, I love you with the love of Christ, and make sure that you support me. I'm on my road to 10,000 subscribers, and we are growing small every day. And make sure that you don't forget me. Make sure that you don't forget me. Stand with me and make sure that everything works together for good for them that does what? Loves the Lord. So see you in the next video. I love you with the love of Christ. Bye.